let's talk getting a campaign launched. So if I go to the Books Forward website as of this recording, so as of right now, and I go to the Get Started page, you want to know my name. It's Rob Kent. You want to know my email, my phone number, and then you want to know the book title or titles and the genre. If I'm coming to you for a publicity campaign, realistically, how many books should I have in mind for us to start with?
I mean, it can be we work with debut authors. We work with authors who've written 20 plus books and they're like, all right, I want to try something different from this one. The biggest hurdle I think that we work with is timing, because obviously, okay, I'm done. I'm, working with an editor. Now's the time to think about publicity. But a lot of people don't know that, they think, okay, I'll just work on publicity when my book comes out. But it's actually, in reality, it's better to think about that kind of when you are, 6+ months before your theoretical pub date, because that gives us a chance to get you on our schedule. And we like to work with authors 4 to 5 months, like start their campaigns 4 to 5 months before their pub date, so that we can get some coverage moving. And that pub date is all this coverage comes out for the author. So that's the biggest thing to think about is, okay, when am I theoretically going to be publishing my book? And being flexible with that. If we tell you, the end of December is probably not a good time, thinking about a January pub date may be more beneficial to you, or something like that. But that's the biggest thing that I think a lot of authors struggle with, or may not think about, especially on the debut side, is, oh, publicity I need to be thinking about that pretty early on.
Okay, dumb question. There are no dumb questions.
No,
question I'm going to ask, because I know somebody's maybe thinking it, is I don't have a new book coming out, but I have 10 perfectly great books that came out, I don't know, a year, 2 years ago. Why aren't they selling better? I'll come to you and you'll help me make them sell them better. Is that a good strategy, or would it be better to have a new book and then also hit the backlist while you're promoting the new book?
I mean, if you got a new book in you, that is definitely going to help. The thing we recommend most for like books that are already out is digital marketing, because that is what's going to really help move copies of books that are already out. And we do have a digital marketing team that works on that kind of stuff, and they're really great at that. If you do have a backlist and you have a new book coming out, we can also incorporate that into one kind of plan. And that's one thing that, is a little bit different about Books Forward. A lot of publicity companies have packages, I guess. A package is this, it costs this much. B package is this, it costs this much. When we get your query, which is what you're talking about on the website, where you fill out all this information on a form, our ambassadors kind of reach out to each author and say, and they get a call set up, and they kind of talk about goals. They talk about, budget and things like that. And then we put together a plan that is different for each author. So that might be, okay, publicizing your new book and doing digital marketing for these 5 backlist titles, or it might be doing digital marketing for the new book and the old books, or it can be really anything. It's just very dependent on what the author's goals are and what the author's budget is, and what if this is their only book and this is like what they want to do the push in, that proposal is going to look a lot different than if it's an author's first book and this is like they want this to be their long-term career. Okay, our goal is going to be looking at this book, but also long-term author branding in that case.
Gotcha.